So if you could benefit from Shaykh Sulaiman Ruhaylis' explanation of Imam Nawawis Ta'ala's foot hadith here. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is probably the most important benefit that's been mentioned so far, yeah? Because it's related to the Aqidah of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, yeah? This is what separates the people of the Sunnah from the people of Bid'ah, yeah? The people of innovation and misguidance and deviation, subhanAllah. And this is why the Salaf, they mentioned this in the books of Aqid, in the books of Aqidah, to draw attention to it. Because there's so many Muslims that deviated when it came to this topic, subhanAllah, yeah? And this is the mas'ala of hearing and obeying the Muslim leader. Yeah, those who are in charge, those who are in authority, yeah, that you hear and obey, regardless of their dhulm, even if they're fusaq and they're fujar, it doesn't matter how oppressive they are, how evil and corrupted and misguided they are, the amount of sins that they're allowing to occur in the country, it doesn't matter. As long as they are Muslims, you hear and obey. The opposite of that is, number one, you not considering them to be Muslim leaders. Number two, you coming out and protesting and trying to rebel and trying to remove them from their position. And then number three, today in general, yes, publicly criticizing them, talking about them and saying why are they doing this and why is this happening and why all of this. These are traits from the Khawarij. These are attributes from the people of the Khawarij. May Allah protect us. Ameen. So here in the famous narration, and some of the scholars said that this is one of the last pieces of advice the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave to this ummah. Yeah? Imagine how important that is. Yeah, he said, "Usikum bi taqwallah." I advise you to have taqwa of Allah. Wa sam'i wa ta'a wa in ta'ammara alaykum abd. And for you to hear and obey, even if a slave becomes your leader. And then the Shaykh, he mentions here, فَلَمْ يَقُلْ وَإِنْ أَمَرْتُمْ. The Prophet ﷺ didn't say the slave who you chose to become your leader. He said, no, this slave, yeah, he might have an army with him, he has this authority and this power, and by force he takes over the country. So now he becomes the government, he becomes the leader. In that situation, we have to hear and obey. And this is by consensus of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, yeah? As mentioned by Imam Ahmed, Imam Sun'ani, Imam Shawkani, Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen, rahimahullah ta'ala, yeah? So the shahid from this is, look, a slave, number one, is not even appropriate to become a leader for the freed people. That's the first thing. The second thing is, we didn't even choose this guy. We didn't even choose the slave. He took over the country by force, and now he has become the leader, and we have to hear and obey him. So in both those situations, which is the worst case scenario, we have to hear and obey this guy, this slave. Then what about other than them? Imagine just Muslim leaders in general. Subhanallah, yeah? And also, there's another important benefit here. The Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said, وَالسَّمْعُ وَطَاعَ عَلَى مَرْءِ الْمُسْلِمِ. That hearing and obeying is upon every individual Muslim. فِيمَا أَحَبَّ وَكَرِهَ. In that which he likes from the leader and that which he doesn't like from the leader. مَا لَمْ يُؤْبِ الْمَعْصِيَةَ فَإِذَا أُمِرَ بِمَعْصِيَةَ فَلَا سَمْعَ وَلَا طَاعَ. Yeah, as long as he doesn't command him to do an act of disobedience, then you don't hear and obey. Notice, the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, he said, عَلَى مَرْءِ الْمُسْلِمِ. He said, upon the Muslim. Meaning this is part of Islam. This is what Islam necessitates. This is an obligation. This is what Islam obligates. Yeah, this is not an issue of for you to weigh up the harms and the benefit. Let me think about it. Oh, he wants me to do this. Let me see. If there's a benefit for me, I'll do it. Otherwise, I won't do it. No, this is not how it works. This is part of Islam. This is what Islam necessitates. Subhanallah. Yeah, may Allah rectify our situation. May Allah forgive us, and may Allah rectify the situation of all the Muslim leaders and make them beneficial for the ummah. Ameen.